Welcome to your Vinyasa flow. We're going to be starting in just 1 minute. And if you haven't done Vinyasa flow before, it's a pretty active practice. We're going to be moving with each movement. We're going to be breathing with each movement. So it's a nice active flow so you can energize, you can clear anything that's gone on earlier today. Just kind of let it go, re-energize yourself, and get moving. So we're going to start at the top of our mat. And we're going to take our mountain pose. So if you want to, you can actually have your toes together, heels slightly apart, or you can heel toe your feet hip distance and have them parallel. So I'm going to stand with my toes together right now. And just look down and pick up your toes, spread them out wide, and then place them back down on the mat. And just feel that earth energy coming up through the soles of your feet, all the way up through your legs, energizing your thighs, your belly. So draw the belly in nice and tight. Draw the shoulders up, back, and down, and feel that energy coming up through the spine, through the top of the head. Nice and grounded here. And to start, we'll inhale, reach our arms up above, gazing up toward the thumbs. Exhale, hands down to heart center. And pausing here for a moment, just to feel our heart beating, feeling the rhythm of our breath, grounding and centering ourselves before our practice. Okay, we'll start with Sun Salutation A, modified version. So move through this practice, use your breath, and move through using any modifications you need to. Good. Let's inhale, reach up high. Exhale, we're going to sit right down into our chair. So sitting in our chair, just make sure that you can see your toes beyond your knees. If you can't, you need to sit back a little further. I think I'm coming off the screen here, but good. And then we're going to push up through strong legs. Inhale, exhale, swan dive down over the legs. Plant the hands, step back with the right foot. And then come down to your right knee here. You can keep those right toes tucked under if you want to. You can stay here to stretch out that right hip flexor, or you can interlace your hands on top of your left thigh. Maybe reach them up high. Maybe take your left hand, grab for your right wrist, and reach up and over the body to the left side. Okay, nice stretch here. Let's inhale back through center. Exhale, plant the hands. Tuck those right toes under. Send the left foot up and back into your first downward facing dog. So in downward facing dog, your legs don't have to be straight, heels don't have to be on the mat like mine. You can have your knees bent and heels can be high, but just draw the tailbone up toward the ceiling and feel like you have a block in between your forearms and press that block really tight together to release the shoulders down away from the ears. Pedal your dog, take it for a little walk here. It's probably the first downward facing dog you've taken all day, so let's go for a little walk. Good, coming back to center, we're gonna inhale that right leg high, step through between the hands and come down to the left knee. So you can stay right here to stretch out through that left hip flexor. You can take your hands and interlace them on top of your thigh if you want to. You can reach up overhead, and of course you can take your right hand and reach for the left hand and reach up and over to the right side. Get more of a stretch through that hip flexor and deep psoas. Breathing in any way that feels good for you here. Just keep breathing. Inhale through center, exhale. We're going to take your fingertips to the mat, tuck the left toes under, and send ourselves up and forward into our forward fold. So forward fold, first one here, really bend the knees, let the belly hang onto the thighs. Heel toe those feet hip distance or maybe even a little bit further apart. Release here. Maybe take up opposite elbows with the hands. And maybe take the head and sway with the hips or sway the head. Maybe shake it yes or no. Maybe thinking here with your inhales, let, and your exhales, go. Let go of whatever it is you don't need. Good, let's release the hands to the mat. We're going to inhale up for a flat back, so draw the shoulders down the back. Nice Belly up is in, belly is up and in. Nice long spine. Exhale, release. Good, let's inhale, reach all the way up on strong legs. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we're gonna move through that now. And we're gonna move through with our plank and our push-up. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, sit down into your chair. Good, push through strong legs, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. And then we're gonna step back with our left foot. This time, we're gonna keep high to our toes, coming into our crescent pose lunge. So draw the belly up and in, inhale, nice strong legs, strong spine, into your crescent pose lunge. Let's rebend through this left knee and then straighten it. Sink really deep and down into that crescent pose lunge. Arms can be up high, or you can cactus them, whatever you feel like. Inhale. Exhale, we're gonna plant those hands. Send that right foot back into your downward facing dog. Now, I'm gonna pull forward into my full plank. You can also do your plank from your knees. We're gonna pull forward on our inhale. Exhale down into our hover. Inhale, upward facing dog or king cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. This time we're going to take that left leg high, step forward between the hands. We're going to come to our crescent pose lunge again. So keep high to those right toes. Belly's up and in, long spine. Inhale, reach, crescent pose lunge. Sit down into that right knee, rebend it, and then straighten it. Good, sit nice and deep and low into your lunge, but draw yourself out of your hips here. Reaching up, breathing. Inhale, reach, exhale, tent the fingers, step forward into your forward fold. Good, let that go. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Fantastic. So now that we've done that, we're going to go right into our warrior sequence. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive down. Plant the hands, step back into your downward facing dog. Picking up the left leg, pulling it forward, and then flattening the right foot to come up into your warrior one. Nice and strong here. Warrior one. Really push weight through the outer edge of that right foot back there. Sit nice and deep and low. Breathe. Good, let's inhale, reach through the fingers. Exhale, open up into your warrior two. So sit nice and deep here. Try to tuck that left bum cheek up and under. Strong arms, gazing at the front middle finger. Warrior two. Inhale, pull yourself forward. Exhale, up and back. Exalt your warrior. You can gaze up or you can gaze right in front of you, wherever it's best for your neck. Keep that bend in the left knee. Inhale, up on straight, strong legs. Maybe you have to heel toe that right foot in a little bit as you kick the hips back and reach into your long triangle. Reaching up high, maybe gazing up toward those hands, those fingers. Nice and long through both sides of the body here. Breathing, inhale, reach up on strong straight legs. Exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel those hands, step the foot back. You can stay in your downward facing dog or you can come through a vinyasa with me. Yeah, we all meet in downward facing dog. I'm gonna change sides now. You can stay where you are. We're gonna take our right leg high, step through between the hands, pivot down that left foot. Inhale, warrior one. Nice and strong. We've already been here on the opposite side. Reach up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Warrior two. Again, sit nice and low here. Tucking the right bum cheek under. Strong arms. Draw the shoulders together on the back. Gazing over that front middle finger. Breathe. Sit deeper. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, up and back. Exalt your warrior. Breathing here. Keeping that bend in the right knee. Inhale, up on straight, strong legs. Maybe you want to heel toe that foot in and kick those hips back. Reach down for your long triangle. Good. Maybe gazing up toward those left fingers. Maybe gazing down toward the right foot. It's up to you. Inhale, up, exhale. Warrior two. Let's cartwheel those hands. Step that foot back. You stay in your downward facing dog, or you can come through for a vinyasa with me. And again, we're gonna add on this time. So raise up that left foot, step it through, inhale, reach up. Warrior one. Inhale, open. Exhale, sit into your warrior two. Yes. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, up and back. Exalt your warrior. Good. Let's come back. Inhale, straight, strong legs. Kick those hips back into your triangle. Now here we're going to add on fun balancing pose. Yes, Ardha Chandrasana. We're taking our right hand to our hip, and then we're going to heel toe that right foot in a bit. Take your left fingers and tent them to the pinky toe side of your foot, about a half a foot in front of your toes, at the pinky toe side. And then we're gonna step, hop, or jump up, float up into our Ardha Chandrasana. So you can keep your hand tented, you can keep your right hand onto your hip, or you can reach up that right arm. Maybe play away with taking your left fingers up and off the mat. Maybe even taking your hands to heart center, depending on where you are today. We're gonna hold here for 3. Nice and active through that leg that's up there. For 2. And for 1, bend that left knee and come back into your warrior 2. Beautiful. Let's cartwheel those hands. Step the foot back. We're gonna run through our vinyasa or stay in your downward facing dog. Totally up to you, folks. Yogi's choice as always. We're gonna do that right side now. So from your downward facing dog, right leg high, step it through, pivot down the left foot, inhale, warrior 1. Okay, let's inhale and reach, exhale, open it, warrior 2. Nice and low here. Pull forward, inhale, exhale, up and back, exalt your warrior. Beautiful, come up on straight, strong legs. Kick those hips back into your triangle, nice and strong here. Good, Ardha Chandrasana, right side. Good. So you want to micro bend in that right knee, heel toe. Tent the fingers to the pinky toe edge and in front of the right foot. You can step, you can hop, you can float. Come up into your Ardha Chandrasana. We're taking this left hip over top of the right, stacking the hips. Chest is open. You can keep this hand on your hip, reach it up high. You can play away with taking your right fingers off the mat. A nice active leg here for 3, for 2, for 1. Let's sink back into our warrior 2. Nice, cartwheeling the hands and coming either through a vinyasa or just taking your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Yeah, we all meet in downward facing dog. We're gonna come high to our toes, bend the knees, look forward to our hands. We're gonna walk our hands all the way back to our feet, coming to an active forward fold here, folks. So heel toe those feet hip distance. Inhale up for a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up for a little flat back. Exhale as you forward fold, taking your peace fingers around your big toes, pushing the thumb into the nail bed of the big toe. Release and draw the tail up toward the ceiling. And if you have really straight legs, try to internally rotate the thigh bones and draw the hips up toward the ceiling. Draw the tail up toward the ceiling. Head is drawing down toward the mat. Try to draw your nose toward your shins here. Keep the elbows bent if they're bent out to the sides. One more inhale. And exhale. Release those hands. We're going to walk all the way forward into our downward facing dog. So we're going to do a few abdominals here. And just do some plank to strengthen through our abdominals and through our arms. So we're going to inhale, pull forward into our plank. Now we can do this from our kneeling plank. So forward into your plank. We're going to take the right hand into the center of the mat. Either come down to your knee for your side plank, or you want to come to the razor edge of your right foot. Maybe take it into a tree. Maybe not. Maybe. It's up to you. Push those hips up high. Yes. And push the hips forward. Nice strong arm here. Strong shoulder for 3, for 2, For 1, plant that left hand. Send yourself to your downward facing dog. This time, we're gonna do a left side. So we're gonna pull ourselves forward into our plank. Take that left hand to the center of the mat. Either come down to your left knee and reach up. Perfectly beautiful plank. Or you can take it from the razor edge of your left foot. You can take one foot in front of the other. You can take your tree. Or you can take that right leg up high. Nice, strong, supportive arm and shoulder. Holding for 3, for 2, for 1. Plant that right hand. And let's go down for our vinyasa or right back into our downward facing dog. Good. And again, we're gonna come high to our toes, bend through our knees, and walk our hands all the way back toward our feet. Inhale up to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Fantastic. We have a little bit of time left, so let's go into another balancing pose. We're gonna take our eagle, followed by our warrior 3. So, heel toe those feet. You should be at the back of your mat here. Heel toe those feet, hip distance. Take a little micro bend in those knees. We're gonna reach the arms up. Taking our eagle. Right elbow comes underneath of left. You can twist tie those arms, or you can give yourself a big hug. So either way, you wanna have your elbows shoulder height and sit down. Sit down with your back nice and straight here. We're gonna take that left foot up and over, internally rotating the thigh bone up and over, maybe wrapping, maybe not. You can stay here. Yes, squeezing everything tight. It's a very compression pose. And or you can come down taking your elbows to your knee. Into your sleeping pigeon. Look, I just fell out. Sleeping pigeon, sleeping eagle. And I just fell out. So if you fall out, just come right back in. Do it all the time. Coming up, breathing. Good. Let's take it to our warrior 3 or toppling tree. We'll release the arms by the sides, palms facing open. We're going to step that left foot out. Either come to your toppling tree, which is about here, maybe a little further, or you can come to your warrior 3. Any arm variation, so maybe beside you, at your heart center, or even out in front of you. For 3, for 2, for 1, tent the fingers, step that right foot beside the left. Inhale all the way up on straight, strong legs, and exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, we're gonna do our eagle opposite side. So inhale, reach. Exhale, left elbow underneath of the right. This time you can twist tie, or you can give yourself a big hug. If you have tight shoulders, a hug might be a nice thing to do. Or if you need a little self-love. Good, sitting down low. Back is nice and straight, sit low, sit low. Good, let's step this right leg rather, up and over. And then you can either cross or twist tie the legs. Maybe you want to tent your right toes. You can tent them. Sit down nice and low. Draw the shoulders back. Yes, nice straight back. Sit low. Maybe stay here, or maybe you want to come into your sleeping eagle. Drawing the elbows down toward the knee. One breath, and draw them all the way back up to your eagle. Good, let's come into our warrior 3. Hands by the sides, palms facing open. Draw the shoulders back. Use those triceps back there. And we're gonna step forward with that right foot. Either topple your tree, this is fine, topple, or you can come into your warrior 3. Pick up that leg, make it active. Draw the arms beside you, heart center, or even out in front. For 3, for 2, for 1, let's tent those fingers. Step the left foot by the right. We'll inhale here for a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Still have a little time. Let's go into our chair twist. Oh, good. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Sit into our chair. Nice and low. Sit low with those hips. Maybe take the legs together like you have one leg for this one. Press the feet together too, and the ankles. So we're going to come into our twist. We're going to inhale to lengthen our spine. Exhale, we can either take the left forearm around those knees and take the right hand to the back. Perfectly good twist. Or you can take your left elbow outside of your right thigh or knee and take your hands to heart center. So sit low. See how I'm sitting lower with my hips, higher with my heart, and then even higher with my head? That's how you want to be. Squeeze those legs together. Maybe you want to open your arms and tickle the floor with your left fingertips. If you do, you go ahead and do that. For 3, inhale to lengthen, exhale, twist. For 2. And for 1, hands to heart center. Let's release, forward fold over the legs. Inhale all the way up, and exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Left side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sit into your chair. Bum is nice and low. Squeeze the legs together like you have one leg and feel like you're ripping that mat apart with your feet. Either right forearm around the knees and left hand to the back, or you can take that right elbow outside of the left knee, sit nice and deep and low. Draw the chest up higher than the hips. Head is higher than the chest. You can stay here with hands to heart center, or you can tickle the floor with your right fingers. Reach up and open. For 3, squeeze those legs together. For 2, twist open. For 1, let's release all the way over the legs. Then let's inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. So again, we're going to take our chair, guys. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. And sit right into your chair. Sit nice and low. Low, 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 low. Lower, a little lower. Really low. Sit so low, really low, and then release your legs, open up. We're going to come back onto our backs for just a moment here. Give yourself a little rock side to side. Excuse me. A little rock side to side. And then come back to center, to stillness. Take your hands behind your thighs. Tuck your chin, and we're going to rock and roll up and down the length of our spine. So rocking and rolling, and rocking and rolling, massaging out the spine. And then when you get enough momentum, we're going to come up to the top and spring right into our boat pose. So hands can be underneath of the thighs, actually maybe the peace fingers. Tuck those legs together, really squeeze them together. Toes are flexed back toward the face. Shoulders are back, chest is open. You can stay here. Or you can take your arms away from your legs. You can even really straighten up those legs. Maybe reach up toward the sky. I didn't say how long we're going to hold this. Okay, everyone come back, bend their knees. Take their hands to heart center. We're going to lower just an inch. Lower another inch. Maybe shake the arms by the sides for this. And lower, maybe another inch. Lower, 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 lower. Release all the way down to the mat. We do have time for abs, so we're going to do some right now. Good. Let's take that left leg up toward the sky. And you can point or flex the toes, doesn't matter. Then we're going to interlace our hands behind our head to support our neck. So elbows are out nice and wide. We're going to draw that right knee in toward the chest. And it's going to look sort of like a yoga bicycle, but it's not. We're going to inhale, exhale, draw the head, neck, and shoulders up into a little crunch. And then we're going to draw our left elbow so it touches the right knee. We're going to stay here, squeezing these obliques as we lower and raise the left leg. Leg should be straight. And now, you can keep your leg high and lower and raise just like I am. If you want a little more, you can take your leg to a 45 and lower and rise. Or you can take it down really close to the mat and just do little pulses down here. You should feel this right through the transverse abdominis and through the right side obliques. So let's do a few here and then we'll switch. Keep breathing. Good. Let's draw that left knee toward the chest. Give yourself a rock side to side. We're going to repeat this on the opposite side. So take that right leg up. Left knee is in toward the chest. Interlace those hands behind the head. Inhale. Exhale. Pull the head, neck, and shoulders up here. Draw that right elbow to the left knee. And then raise and lower that right leg. Any amount, any height. Mid-height or lower, and pulse. You should feel it through here, and you should feel it to the left side obliques. Keep making sure that your right elbow is touching the left knee here. Breathing. We'll do this a few times, and then we get a stretch out. Good. Let's draw that knee in toward the chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side. Raise that arm up overhead. Roll to your fetal position for 1 moment here. Press through the opposite hand. Come all the way up into our seated posture. So we're going to take our legs into a V. And then we're going to take the sole of our right foot inside of our left thigh. Inhale, reach. Flex those left toes. Inhale, reach. Exhale. We're going to hinge from our hips over top of that left leg. So if you want to, you can sit up onto a pillow or a block to make this more accessible. You can even keep this knee bent or reach wherever you can reach. Maybe you can't reach your toes, and that's okay. We're not all yoga journal, believe me. Stretch. Good, let's come up, walk ourselves up. Now here we go into our rock star. Take that right hand, plant it by your right hip. Really flatten the hand and make sure you've got a nice strong arm, mini bend in the elbow. Kick through or push through that left heel, right shin, reach up, push the hips forward, reach up and back into your rock star. So you should feel a nice stretch through the side body. Squeeze your glutes, maybe take that arm around in one direction in a big circle from the shoulder and the other direction. We're going to sit down and switch out sides. Left sole of the foot inside of the right thigh. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hinge, any amount. So you want to feel like someone's back there. They're pulling this right hip back and you're reaching forward. You can soften your head, neck, and shoulders here a little bit if you want, but keep hinging from those hips wherever you are. Nice deep breath here. Okay, let's walk ourselves all the way back up. Again, we're going to plant this left hand right by our left hip, nice and strong through the supported arm. We're going to push through the right heel and the left shin, reaching up. Hips come forward, squeeze the glutes, reach up and back. Get that stretch, maybe circle the arm in one direction and circle in the opposite direction. Good, let's release down low. Good. We're going to take our figure 4 stretch to open our hips and stretch out through the glutes or the piriformis from our seat here. So we're going to tuck the fingers behind us, take the feet out in front of us, hip distance apart. We'll start with the right leg. So we'll take that right ankle and cross it up and over on top of the left thigh, underneath of the knee here to keep it safe. So you can stay right here if this is enough of an opening for you, or you can walk that left foot in. Or if you really want and you're super open through the hips and you're not feeling much of anything, you can always come into a cradling or rocking your baby. So straightening the left leg, taking our elbow and resting our shin or our calf muscle in our elbows here. You can do this. If this is not any good, you can wrap that right arm around your knee and support by taking your left hand to the outside of your right foot, or you can connect them in the center, just like you're rocking a baby. Keep those left toes flexed up toward the ceiling if you're here. And if you're here rocking your baby, you want to make sure that your back is nice and straight, so you don't want to be doing this kind of thing. So back off if you're not nice and straight and go right to your figure 4. Good, enough fun with this leg. Let's release that leg. And we're going to take that left knee up and over in our figure 4 from seated. You can walk that right foot in if you want to, you can cradle or rock your baby. And elbows underneath, crook of the elbow to support the calf muscle. Or you can take that left arm around the knee, around the side of the shin or the calf. Take the right hand to the outer edge of the right foot, or left foot rather, or you can take that foot in the crook of the right elbow and just rock or cradle your baby. Cradle. Good. Good. Let's release that leg. Taking our twist now. So basic seated twist, we're going to take that right sole of the foot up and over. Good. Keep those left toes flexed toward the ceiling. We're going to inhale. Exhale. Take that right hand, tent it behind your back just for a little kickstand. Inhale, reach and open up. Exhale, use the obliques first to twist you and then place the arm. Inhale, lengthen the spine from the crown all the way to the seat. Exhale, draw the right shoulder onto the back and twist a little bit more. Inhale to lengthen your spine, breathe into your belly button, fill up. Exhale, twist, empty out, twist a little bit more. Good, one more inhale. Exhale, let's release back to center. We're going to change our twist to the opposite side. Right leg up, left foot over, plant that foot. Inhale, reach. Left hand kicks down behind our back. Inhale, reach that right arm up. Use the obliques to twist you a little bit and then place the arm. Stop sign hand, wherever you want the hand, maybe around the thigh. Inhale to reach high from the seat all the way to the crown of the head. And then exhale, draw the left shoulder blade onto the back and twist a little bit more. So inhale, think of filling up, lengthening the spine, breathing into the belly button. As you exhale, empty out, twist a little bit further. One more time, inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, let's all come back to center. Release the legs, maybe shake them out. We have energy meridians through our whole body, so give them a little bit of love. Give them a little tapping, a little bang on the marma points here, on the meridian points. And let's come down onto our back for a nice little shavasana. Releasing. Hey, maybe taking your knees up and rocking side to side a little bit here. And releasing the right knee, right leg, release the left leg. And release those shoulders away from the ears. Relax into your shavasana. Just a few breaths here, folks. Yeah, let the breath go. Release the jaw. Release any tension through the brow. Let the shoulders just melt down away from the ears. Calm, supported, focused, breathing. Good. Let's start to wiggle through the fingers and the toes. And maybe take the head from side to side. Let's all reach up overhead. Really reach from the fingers to the toes. Get really long. Point the fingers, point the toes. And wiggle through the waist. Wiggle those hips side to side. Maybe yawn it out if you want to. And draw the knees in toward your chest on your exhale. And let's roll over to our fetal position. One last moment here. And really think of one thing or person you're grateful for in your life today. Whatever that is or whoever that is for you. The more things we're grateful for, the more things will come into our experience to be grateful for. Good, so let's press up through that opposite hand, come up to a seated posture. Acknowledging yourself for practicing today, and acknowledging those around you who are sharing in practice with you. Inhale, reach up the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bow into yourself and thank yourself for coming out to do something wonderful for your mind, your body, and your spirit. Fingertips up to third eye center, the highest in me. Acknowledges and bows to the highest in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you for sharing with me, folks. Again, my name is Stephanie, and please go ahead and comment below in the comment box to tell me what you like most about practice. See you again.